Hey guys, Lee Sell here with the Crawlspace Ace, and welcome to a segment we call Product Reviews, where we go over all the features and benefits of all the products we use and why exactly we use those products. To help you DIYers out there who are looking to do your own crawlspace encapsulation, really pick out the best products for that so you can knock it out of the park just like we do. Check it out. Hey guys, this week I'm going to review for you the check valve we use for our sump pumps. So first off, I'm hoping you actually use a check valve when you install a sump pump, or whoever's installing a sump pump needs to make sure they're installing some kind of a check valve in that system. That's going to make your sump pump a lot more efficient. It's going to keep it from short cycling and burning up sooner it needs to be. That being said, there's multiple different check valves you can use. I mean, all the big department stores have multiple check valves to choose from. So I'll go over the one we use and why exactly we use it. So this here's the check valve we use. So it's a nice check valve. First thing you notice is it's clear here. So that's a nice feature. You can always see when that pump turns on. You can always see that valve is working and it's closing back up and not letting water back down. So you always know when and if this check valve is working. So that's a really nice setup for this check valve. The other good thing I like about it is these boots. So a lot of check valves, you just glue it in with the PVC pipe that you use. That's how I'd say majority of the check valves I see are that way. The problem with that is once it's in there, it's in there. There's no getting it out. You have to cut it out if you want to replace it or what have you. So this kind of gives that ability to take it out if need be, but that's not needed very much. Check valves don't go bad very often, so that's not that much of a worry. But the reason I really like the boots is you install the sump pump system and you put this in just above the basin and everything, and you have your PVC going in, you have your PVC coming out and going out the wall. Now, these don't tend to go bad very often, but what does go bad is the sump pump. So eventually, that pump's going to burn out, whether it's 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, what have you. Eventually it's going to burn out. It's just, it happens. So when it does happen, instead of having to saw off that PVC and get new PVC and glue and unions and everything to get everything set back up and put a new check valve, because you're going to also need a new check valve because it's glued in and you're not going to be able to reuse that, and trying to take that sump pump out and replace it without cutting something is going to be damn near impossible. So yes, you probably cut underneath and save the check valve and be able to move that sump pump aside, pull it out, so you can probably save the check valve, but you're still going to need a union and everything to re-put it all back together. So this eliminates that. You just untighten these clamps, you pop that PVC out, and bam, you can service that thing right away. And that makes it really easy when you do want to actually service your sump pump. Not only replace it, but maybe pull it out, clean around it if it's got some sediment around it or something like that, and you really want to clean it out and make sure it lasts longer. It gives you that option as well. So you just disconnect it and pull it out and do what you need to do. So another really nice feature about this check valve. The last thing is, see, it says the quiet check valve, and that is very true. We use a quiet sump pump along with this quiet check valve, and I'll tell you what, I've had a number of people ask me, worried that they're going to hear the sump pump kick on all the time. They're not worried about anything else, about the water getting in or making sure it stays out. They're worried about hearing this thing in the middle of the night whenever it's storming outside. And some of these pumps and systems they're really loud. But with this valve and the quiet pump we use as well, I've had a number of customers actually call me. They're like, "Hey, I haven't heard that thing kick on yet. I'm kind of worried if it's even working." Like, we tested it before we left. It's working. I go out there, check it again. It actually turns on. The last one I did, the actual Crawlspace entry was in through the pantry. So I popped that open. I squatted down into that area. The area was open. The homeowner was standing right there next to me. I'm like, "It's on right now. I can hear it. It just kicked on." They're like, "No way." Yeah. It's super quiet. So unless you're under there and seeing it, you're not noticing it. So another really nice feature about this. So some of the check valves you get screw in directly into the sump pump itself. And that one thing that's really nice about that is you're eliminating all water backflow. Instead of having this up there, you get all the water that's below this is still flowing back down into that basin. Very minimal water, not a big deal. But once again, the problem with having that check valve that screws directly into the sump pump is serviceability, being able to service that thing, and being able to disconnect this nice and easy and pull that pump out and service it the way you want is going to be really beneficial to you. So these I do recommend. I do get these from a different supplier, but I believe I've seen these either at Lowe's or Home Depot or something like that. So you can get these for you DIYers. Check them out. It's a great check valve. Yes, they're a little more pricey than some of those cheaper options, but quality outbeats price any day in my book. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope this helped. If you have any other questions, feel free you can email me at thecrawlspaceace@gmail.com or go on our website at www.the-crawlspaceace.com, and you can fill out a contact form and contact me through that. Thank you.